Good morning, this is Ras Micaiah, Ancestral Movements in West Philadelphia. What we're doing is showing you some of the works that we're doing. Alright, this is one of our gardens. We're here in a row house, so we have to work, with the urban environment, which means that we have to deal with things like small spaces. And being vegetarians, being vegan, eating these vegetables every day, me and my family, it's important that we plant everything that we eat. So the concept is basically grow your own grocery store. You know what I'm saying? So just showing you some of the works that we do over here. This is a small space, about 12 foot by about 16 feet. So it's not that big of a space, But in this little space, I'm able to get a lot of things. Come on, I'll give you a quick tour, right? Real quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining. I'm just going to show you what you can get in this space that's small like this, no matter what urban environment you're in. And then imagine what you can do in a bigger space. This is what we can do for you too. So the first thing that was most important was that we got this soil right. So this is my second season growing here. My first season last year, had a good growth season. PHS gave us props, so that was cool. Gave us an award and stuff. But soil, second season around is always better, so things are coming up strong. I got some, everything's open heirloom. All my seeds, open heirloom. Any of my seedlings that I use came from open heirloom seedlings. Over here I have tomato plant. I think it's beefsteak tomato plant. It started on a small seedling. Over here is a red Russian kale. This one made it through last year. Okay, so you have certain plants that are resilient. Red Russian kale is one kind of kale that you grow up here in the Northeast. It'll make it through the winter. Okay, so she's bolting a little bit, but you still get leaves off of her and juice. Okay, this over here is my arugula. This arugula grows wild. It's nutty, like the dreadlocks. But this arugula here is so spicy. It's so spicy that wake you right up. Very healthy. You love it in your salad. There's some basil coming up here. These are some lettuces that we've been cutting. Started to bolt a little bit, but you see, we can still use the leaves. Okay, it's romaine lettuce. Okay. So we got several here. I'm about to get rid of them, and I rotate crops. So that's an important thing. So as your plants get bigger, as they bolt, as they come to the end of their season, you want to rotate them, put in some more seeds or seedlings that you started, and keep things moving. So over there I got some seeds, growing the seedlings that I'm going to start planting soon, rotating some of these crops that are done. Some red Russian kale, some other dinosaur kale, and arugula up in there. Over here I got some of my herbs. I got my chamomile. I'm going to do a whole little video about how to harvest chamomile, make your own chamomile tea. I let some of this go bad, so I got to get on it. I got to harvest some of this. And then right next to it, I got my lavender plant. Okay, lavender is real good. I put the lavender in the pillowcases of my kids so that they go to sleep, because they're wild. This is my purple sage. Purple sage has a lot of medicinals. Google it, figure it out. It's good for you. Over here, got some parsley. It's another parsley plant that made it through the winter. This thing was huge. It was so huge that I had to cut it down. She's gonna come back up though. And this green here from this parsley, very healthy, very healthy. Okay. So right next to it, I got some purple cabbage. Okay, my heads here are about ready. Harvest, So after I harvest them, I'm gonna always fill in the space with the next thing. Over here I got some of my mustard greens. These are another thing. It's so spicy. You eat these mustard greens, you be tearing in your eyes almost. Great for your sinuses. It's one of my favorite vegetables, these mustard greens here. Do the thing. You see this here all along the fence. These are some bean pole, some beans, some green beans that are gonna be popping up off of here. So I'm gonna grab them green beans. I got them going all along the fence line, So that's how you work with your, with your landscape. I got some cucumbers I put in late, but they're gonna still do something for me. Over here I got pepper plants. These are habanero peppers, Scotch bonnet joints, hot joints. It's a little one. She coming up, and then right next to her I got some beets. All these things here from seed. Next to that, some more mustard greens. Next to this over here, I got some thyme. Pepper plant, she just got damaged a little bit. Another pepper plant. You see my corn coming up strong. I planted the corn in a way to make a natural barrier. You're gonna see as I get up and show you some of the other things. This is actually look just like collards, and they taste just like collards, and they grow just like collards. I can call them collards, but I know the deeper story. It's a certain kind of kale. It's in the collard family, so they're like brothers. But I just tried it this year. Called Barrera kale, but you can call them collards. All right. But I have some other collard greens going over there in the other yard. I'll get into that. All right, keeping it moving. More pepper plants. Got bell peppers, different kinds of bell peppers going up in here. Okay, I got things coming up from seed that's gonna fill in the gaps. All right, I used to have what I used to have over here, radishes. I used to have mad radishes here. So you see some more kale coming up. It's gonna be coming up right behind when I gotta harvest something. So I just you want to try and time your crops to rotate. Okay, I got some more little seeds here. Some beet seeds. Some beets gonna come in over here. Okay, mustard greens. See how it's going down. Packing into a small space, I gotta, you gotta stay on top of your harvest. So I got kale here that's ready to harvest up. I gotta get rid of some of this dinosaur kale, just getting, they got different names for them. More collards. These are collards for real. This is a tomato plant that I'm gonna have to give a little time and attention to because she's getting choked out from this kale. But that's the challenge of working in your small landscapes. But I'm gonna get her to jump up. I think that she's an heirloom. I think that's a black Cherokee tomato. So that, we try and get some exotic things going up in here. See my Swiss chard right here. She getting choked out by my kale. So like I said, I gotta harvest this kale. I got some more curly kale coming up in here in between the dinosaur kale. You see what I got over here. Got some celery right here. Celery is great for juicing, great for eating raw. My children love celery. That's this one right here. And it's right next to the pepper plant. You see my pepper plant? She's coming up. Get some heat. Yeah, we can take that one. Okay? Right next to her, I got some more kale. Bong, dinosaur, a couple curlies, bong. Some more collards, bong. Got my corn. See what it is. This tomato plant here started going crazy. It was wild. So I had to come over here and look at the landscape because you'll see. All right, it's a wild story. You see all those little things down there? Mm-hmm. It's all collard greens, man. I planted them by seeds, but a cat got up in here, tried to make a litter box, dug up all my seeds and spread them all over the place. So that's all seed. Those are all collards up in there. So I'm gonna try and save some and transplant them and stuff. But behind the collards, all these joints right here is the okra. So I got red okra lining this whole wall. They're gonna come up, and I'm gonna have to make a way for them. I got down in here, I got the eggplant, 2 eggplants growing. I got a lot of celery growing up in here. And of course I got the corn jumping off, giving me my little natural fence. Okay? This tomato plant is going off. I done strung it up 3-4 times. I gotta string it up again. Get it up, try to get some light in here. So all I'm saying is that you could work in a small space. You can grow a lot of things. We eat out of this garden every day. Every day. Every day. My elders say, try to eat something fresh that you just picked every day. You're gonna live a long life. I'm gonna tell you, we done cut down on our bill and saved thousands of dollars that we would have spent on some overpriced organic, quote, organic, but I look, and my standards are higher than the organic labeling. And yeah, I get it free from nature, you dig? The sun and the rain make it grow. Work the soil. Get your food. Eat fresh. Avoid them hospital bills. See what it is. Yo, matter of fact, come here right quick. Let me show you across the street. Ain't got time? Alright, check it out. Fan the John over there across the street, okay? You see what you see? I know what I'm saying is that we growing, okay? We growing in more ways than one. So just holler at me, Ras Micaiah, Ancestral Movements. Let me get your garden right. Look for these videos. I'm gonna put more and more of them out so that you can do for self. All right? Hit us up, Ancestral Movements with the S.com.